guys just first kind of tell me what it was like, you know, raising her? Was she always excited to play soccer? Was this something she always just wanted to get out there and play soccer?
Yeah, she did. She has a brother that's 5 years older, and so they didn't start playing, she and her twin sister Rachel, until they were 6. They were on a under-8 team, but they were out there as little toddlers running around with the ball. You know, we had goals and cones and everything, and their older brother Brian would run them through drills and skills and everything, and you know, and so yeah, they grew up watching him play and playing competitive, and then that's just, yeah, they loved it. That's all they wanted.
We lived in Palisadro. We lived right across the street from Cow Creek Community Church, and they had a soccer field there. So they'd run across the field all day long. They'd be over there.
That was their playground.
Yeah. Or they're playing soccer all the time.
That is so cool. Do you guys remember like what her first games were like? Obviously she was so young, so it's, you know, pee-wee soccer when there's like, they're all kind of going to the ball. Do you kind of remember those?
They were older. Like I said, they were 6, so they weren't playing like now they play like at 2, 3, 4. We didn't have that then, but so they were really skilled at 6 because of being around their older brother and just always having the soccer ball at their feet. But yeah, they played on a boys team. I think initially it was a boys team, wasn't it? Or was it?
It was a co-ed team.
Co-ed team, but very few girls on it. And so, I mean, they just got out there and just, you know, were just playing, you know, just like they'd always done it. But they had been for years, actually.
Yeah, and then I'm sure you guys have said this before, but what are some of the local teams, I guess, places that, you know, she got to play at?
Well, we started a club team here. It was the Mavericks here in Reading. And we, you know, had athletes on that all through junior high. They actually played when they were 10 years old on an under 12 boys team, Mavericks, but we played in District 6. We didn't have competitive up here at all, so we went to Sacramento. So all through, you know, from 10 all through junior high, they played on the Mavericks. That is no longer here, but they played in the Sacramento area. And then starting their high school years, they went and played on Elk Grove. So they played all of their high school years on the Elk Grove team.
When they were growing up, there wasn't even, that soccer park wasn't there.
Wow.
We played Caldwell Park. We just played wherever we could. Anderson River Park. We played wherever we could.
Margaret Pulp and Shasta Lake City, wherever, you know.
Wherever there was a field,
but mainly we had to travel down there. I mean, by the time
by the time they got to that.
Yeah, they started playing competitive. We had to take a team down there and play. So.
Wow. Did either of you play soccer, or was this something kind of new for your family?
I never played. I think maybe you played a little bit in
grew up in
Chicago.
And I went to a Catholic school. And one semester, intramural, they played soccer. That was my soccer experience. I had no idea. So I knew a little bit, but very little.
Yeah.
What would you say
very
now?
quickly, Megan
we know
and
more.
Went right by me. Yeah,
we know a little more.
Coaching, and I did, you know, all kinds of stuff. You learned it. They're into it. I'm into it. So.
Yeah, we were coaching at a real young age. He was, and then he brought managers in that, you know, that were players that actually played, you know, soccer growing up. So they were really, really instrumental developing that, especially that young 10 through junior high age group, because we didn't have the skills to develop at that. They were way past us by the time they entered junior high. So we had, you know, we had several different guys that had played that came along and helped us with that.
Wow. And did you ever see, you know, any of your kids, but especially Megan, reaching the heights that she's, you know, gotten to as a soccer player?
I mean, you know, I never knew it would go like this and have this kind of storied career, but, you know, they were both, she and her twin sister were very talented. They were always, you know, the best around here. And even when we started going down south to play in Sacramento, they were still like one of the very best. And then it went from there. They played 1 year in the ODP program, which is Olympic Development. We only did that 1 year because that was a huge commitment on top of their club commitment down there. So, but we knew that they had the talent. We felt that they had the talent as long as they stayed motivated. It was something they really wanted, at least for soccer scholarships. We knew that they could go to college on it.
Yeah.
We always felt, you know, really sure of that.
We didn't know
but we didn't know it was going to lead, but it's been an exciting ride for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and it's so crazy to think too, you were saying just at 6 years old, you could just see they're different. They just had it. And that's a true gift, you know, seeing someone play, and it's like, and you know, no matter where they went, just the best. That's really incredible. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, we weren't sure about that when that started, but it was like, wow, these guys are really good. Yeah, but we live in Reading, and you know, then we go to Sacramento. Wow, these guys are okay. Sacramento, that's a little bit bigger now, you know. And then
Bay Area.
We start going to these tournaments in Texas and Florida, and they're really good, you know. Okay.
Now just a World Cup champion, no
Yeah.
big deal.
Yeah.
Olympic,
Yeah.
gold medalist, it's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, that's so cool.
Oh, it's a big deal.
I
That's
wanted
big
to
deal.
ask, like, as parents, was there a moment in, Megan's soccer career specifically that you guys were like, oh, this is going to be serious. This is a big deal. Is there like a moment?
I felt when, I mean, it was always all very exciting when they were young in high school, but when they got in college, I mean, that 2005 year at the University of Portland, Megan, her sister, Rachel started in 04, the fall. Megan didn't start until January of 05 because she had under 19 World Cup commitment, so she didn't come in. But that year, it was unreal. I mean, they went, so she was a freshman, and they went undefeated that year, and they won the NCAA championship. I think that moment, to see them play against Notre Dame, Santa Clara, UCLA, Stanford, North Carolina. I mean, to see them play against powerhouse teams and for that team to be so good and just see them excel like that, see Megan especially, I mean, she just won just about everything that year as a freshman in college. So I think that was a real turning point for me.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, well, the ODP thing was kind of strange because Rachel was actually doing better than Megan in that thing. Megan, believe it or not, was timid and she didn't want to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
So we had to take her aside. Look, you got to start shooting. You got to show these guys what you got because otherwise you ain't coming back. And they did a tournament up in, was that the one they did in Portland?
Yeah, the Nike, it was a
Yeah.
Nike tournament up there in
Megan
Portland.
had actually got named to the B team, and Rachel got named to the A team. Well, before the tournament was over, Megan was back up on the A team with the other one because she did so good in the other one. The B team, the A team was struggling, and the B team kicking everybody's butt, so they moved her.
Yeah, she was smaller. She was later
She was
to develop
smaller
than
and just-
Rachel, like a couple years behind Rachel. So she was just smaller, and then she
just
took
a
off.
confidence
Yeah,
thing,
it
you know,
was.
so.
Yeah,
But after that, there wasn't much problem after that. She just
Yeah.
soared.
off
Yeah.
and running.
Very cool. And then what were your guys' first reactions to finding out, okay, she's going to be in the Women's World Cup, the very first time?
Well, the full national World Cup for her would have been 2011. Oh, it's just we were, of course, so excited. We felt like we knew she was going to be there, but you never really know until they name the team. Like they
Yeah.
just named this team that just left that's in New Zealand right now. I mean, they just named them a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago. So they wait to the very end, obviously, because of injuries. So
Injuries.
you're never really. There's always a lot of anxiety and anticipation around it, excitement, but also, a little bit of kind of concern as well, because until it's named, you're not sure. So we were over the moon. It was very exciting.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then she's incredible, so that helps. And then, what were your guys' first reactions to her retiring? Obviously, I'm sure you found out first. What were your reactions to that?
Well, actually, we didn't find out till the night before.
We knew it was this
It was
year,
coming, yeah.
but we didn't know that she was going to announce it. We were all down in San Jose. She had about 40 family and friends down there for that send-off game against Wales. So she told us when we got there Friday and told us
Night
she was,
before,
Friday, and she had the press conference Saturday, and she said she was going to put the text out to all the family so they would know first, because of course it hit everything, But we feel good about it. I mean, it's just perfect timing. I mean, I just thought, oh, this is really wise,
We
Megan.
knew
It's
that
so perfect.
she was going to do it this year. We just don't know when she was going to announce it. And she just tired of the first question, are you going to retire this year? She goes, I'm putting that to rest right now. We're going to get on,
Well, it's this huge tournament for them. They're all huge. Every 4 years they're huge. But, I mean, they really, have a task out there to do a three-peat. So it's never been done by any men or women's team ever in the world. They've won 3 World Cups, but never three-peat.
Yeah.
So she just wanted to be done with that, put that to rest, and be really
Focus.
vigilant and
task
focused
at
for it.
hand.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I did
Yeah.
see that in the press conference. She's like, let
Yeah.
me just get it out of the way,
Yeah.
let me go there and
Exactly.
focus really at the task at hand, which is the three-peat.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps even just.
I know,
thinking
I
about it.
know.
And also, congratulations to you. You retired as
I
well.
did. I
Oh my
retired
gosh.
from Jack's
That is so exciting.
after
I've heard really
36
good
years. Yeah.
things. Wow. Oh my gosh, how does that feel for you?
Great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Megan's not going to be outdone by her mother. She had to retire.
Oh my goodness, that is. Well,
Of course, I didn't retire at 38 years old.
Yeah,
That would have been
no.
really, really sweet, but she's not. She's retiring from soccer, but I know that there's going to be great things coming from Megan. So we're
Hard to think
excited
of
about the
somebody
new
that-
chapter. I'm excited about my new chapter, and I'm excited for her new chapter. It's going to be wonderful.
Hard to think about people retiring at 38.
I know it was, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that is really cool though. And I wanted to ask, how do you feel about like the legacy that she's created? Retiring at this age, you said it's a perfect time. Like how do you, I don't know, as parents, how was that to see the legacy she's created?
Yeah, just storybook.
It's amazing. I mean,
surreal.
what she's done, obviously on the pitch, on the soccer field. I mean, some of that stuff may never be replicated ever again.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be. They're all great players, but her creativity and just her intelligence, about the field and soccer in general and all that. It's just amazing to have witnessed that. But everything she's done off the field has been so amazing as well. We're so very proud of her for the person she is, and for what she believes in, and stands up for what she believes in, and takes on.
Absolutely.
She takes a lot on.
Very cool. And then do you guys see yourself continuing to support, continuing to watch, soccer over for you guys?
Soccer?
No, we love soccer, but we're all sports fanatics. All of our kids, she's the youngest of 6 of them, and they all were athletic in some way, shape, or form, and they played a lot of sports. Megan and Rachel played every sport they could play. They loved it. So we watch a lot of sports. I mean, I am actually really enjoying golf now. I love watching golf. It's so relaxing, and I love it. I love it. But and we're definitely support the women's team. I mean, I love the game. It's fabulous.
We've been doing this for 30-some years, so, well, she's 38, so 33 years, 34, she's 5 or 6 years
Well,
old.
and with Brian, her brother, before then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we love it. It's definitely in our blood.
I love that. And then is there one big part that you think you're going to miss the most about this?
Yeah, I mean, just
Going to the World Cup?
the tournaments. I mean, the Olympics.
I guess we could still go.
I mean, the
but-
games are great, but when you get to, Olympic or World Cup that only comes every 4 years, there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
The excitement that surrounds that, and especially in other parts of the world. I mean, it's the biggest sport basically in the world.
Yeah.
And so we've gone to Germany. We went to Thailand when she was in the under-19, and France, and Scotland, England. I mean, we've gone Canada. I mean, that was great. That was almost like home because it's right here at the border. But yeah, it's amazing to see that kind of love and passion for a sport that we love in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As parents, did you guys ever feel like pressure or stressed for her to perform too? Because you know what she's capable of. Did you ever get stressed about that?
Oh yeah, I think so.
We
Because
get,
I just
We
think about
did.
the big stadium.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, this is a big game. And
Yeah.
like, we have to win.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
feel like, as a parent, did you guys ever feel the stress as well?
No,
sure.
definitely. Her her first World Cup in 11 was really interesting because, and you probably saw that, but she was a starter, and then she got benched, and she came in off the
right before
bench.
the World Cup. Like
Yeah,
right
and
before
so
they
that
were
was
flying over,
really
changed the
stressful.
lineup, but
Really, really stressful. Really, like just scary, really, because here it is. She's worked so hard, and anyway, when she had her moments, she took them, and she made huge
she made the most of them.
plays, and it's it will go down in the history books. So
Yeah.
there's definitely stress. Every parent feels that. I feel that. I can look around at any player's parent and see the moment of stress. I can see what they're going through. I understand because we've gone through the same thing
Absolutely.
at different times. So
Yeah, I'm almost done, I promise.
That's
and then I wanted to ask too, is there a moment that stands out to you that you think, you're going to take with you forever, but it's time, you're excited to move on at the same time?
a moment of the soccer field.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it was definitely her first full World Cup in 11, and the clock was running out against Brazil, and that cross was just,
I watched that one on TV. I had been there, but then I had to come back. My dad was living with us, wasn't in good health, but yeah, that cross.
Yeah, well, and we were going home.
Yeah. Debbie didn't get her head on it. We were going home. It was over.
So it was really amazing.
I'm literally full on chills. Oh, incredible. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love it.
Yeah.
All right, and then, I guess, do you have any advice for parents, whose kids are growing up and that's what they want to be the next Rapinoe? What would you say to them?
Boy.
just
Get 'em
support them in
minivan.
any way that you can, and
You
you know, strap in because it's a wild ride.
It's a long ride, yeah.
And every parent, I don't care where you live, I mean, obviously we drove a long ways, we had, you know, but there's a lot of parents that do that, but even the ones that live right there, it's just, there's just so much going on and you put so much into it.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a family affair. And it's not for everyone, but if you have it in you and you want to do that, then just, you know, give them every opportunity.
Yeah, give them the opportunity, that's right.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
After
Anything else
that,
you
they're
guys
on
wanna
their own. Yeah.
Go USA. I'll just never forget that because there was like, the stadium was packed, it was completely sold out. And I mean, we were down. I mean, we were going to lose. And it's a quarterfinal. Never been done before. I go, oh my, I mean, I just couldn't even,
process?
yeah, it was so, and it was so hot. They were having a heat wave and we were so hot. And I remember when the cross went over, Abby Wambach's mom, Judy Wambach, I mean, she's trying to get to me, but we couldn't get to each other because it was just,
Oh,
it was so amazing.
yeah.
And then,
Been a wild ride.
and then went on and won it in PKs, but, you know, and it was just, yeah, that's just one of the most amazing moments of my whole life.